There is even some snow in southern Australia and Tasmania during the winter months. As one of the most ethnically diverse nations, nearly a quarter of the country's inhabitants were born elsewhere, making it the eighth largest immigration population in the world. Following World War II, Australia promoted itself with a populate or perish slogan, urging foreigners to visit and eventually settle, which most of them did. Firstly from Britain, then Europe, and finally Asia became the largest source of immigrants in the 21st century. The national language is English, though Aboriginal Australians have their own set of languages and customs. Today, there are an estimated 400,000 Aborigines, or Indigenous people of Australia. As a Commonwealth of the UK, Australia's head of state is now King Charles III, who is represented by a Governor-General and a Prime Minister. Power is divided between the federal and state governments. Australia is a highly developed country with a strong economy, 13th in the world actually, an important exporter of agricultural goods such as wool, wheat, beef, fruit and wine. There is also a need to import major items, most notably petroleum and crude oils, cars, phones, computers, and medicines. The national sport of Australia is cricket during the summer and football during the winter. Not football in the UK sense, but Australian football, which at first glance compares to rugby with the use of hands as well as feet. As a result of their fantastic coastline, Australia is also famous for water sports, and you'll be hard-pushed to find a local who doesn't know how to surf. We couldn't possibly finish without talking about some of Australia's most famous landmarks. Sydney Opera House, located on the banks of Sydney Harbor, was designed by a Danish architect, took 14 years to construct, and has become one of the most famous structures the world over. Right next to it is the Sydney Harbour Bridge, which is the tallest steel arch bridge in the world, and more than 150,000 vehicles cross it every day. Finally, Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock, is a massive sandstone formation situated almost dead center of Australia in the Northern Territory. Listed as an UNESCO World Heritage Site, Uluru is sacred to the Aboriginal people with its abundance of springs, waterholes, rock caves, and ancient paintings. With so much to see and do, and so much ground to cover, Australia is a tourist paradise. What are you waiting for? Get yourself to the land down under.
Okay, so this video is briefly showing you that about the Australian culture. Uh, I was one of them before I came to Australia. I was the one thought Sydney was the capital. Any of you have something similar like me before I came? Yeah, I thought because at that time I only knew Sydney and Melbourne, so I thought Sydney is the most famous city in Australia. So I thought that is the capital. So I think probably don't be shy, put your hands up if you're also the one thinking Sydney was the capital. And until I came to Australia, I realized that they do have two territory as well, which is one is Canberra, the capital, right? And definitely here is showing you some of the images of can represent Australia. I think one of the student has mentioned free speech or and also the lifestyle in Australia, right? A lot of local people, they do love to go to beach during the weekends or especially in hot weather. They all loves any water sports, right? And also cricket. Previously, I thought rugby or football is Australians' most popular sports, but yeah, we all now we knowing that it's cricket, yeah. And there are so many you can see. It's about the landmarks, yeah, Harbour Bridge, Opera House, etc. And definitely we do have like Aboriginal culture too. And I think we're really proud as Australians, that we is one of the country we fully recognize and support lesbian and gay, right? So we do have Mardi Gras every year in Sydney. So it's a lot of people. They coming from overseas, all over the world. They come to Sydney to celebrate Mardi Gras, right? So that is images about Australia. And definitely, when we come back to talk about the point of diversity, so we do need to, in our workplace, we do firstly probably need to knowing about ethnicities and race, right? They are different. So when we talk about ethnicity, that is related to cultural identity and also expressions. It could be something like different type of foods, art, music, and also traditions that would related to ethnicity. And also it could be based on their shared sensory or also their social expression. And also it comes to race. So race is more refer to the physical traits like the skin color or our hair texture that is related to race. That would often link to languages or any national backgrounds, right? So even though some of the people they look like they are Asian, let's say Asian, but they're holding other countries' passports, right? That is their national, their citizenship, etc. And social concepts and not the biological differences. That it's about race. They are all more focused on social concepts. And definitely, when we talk about diversity, it will definitely come up to our mind. It's about languages. Yeah. So we all have our own native languages. So language definitely is a key part of culture, right? And also language definitely is not only about what we are speaking. It's also including non-verbal communication languages as well. Some of the cultural background they will probably want to using their non-verbal social their body languages or even gesture, posture. It will be also related to their cultural background. Different cultural background they may have different non-verbal languages, right? And also understanding the body language and the tone that is essential, especially if we don't understand others' languages, we can try to understand from non-verbal cues. Yeah. And diversity, that is also including disability. It's not only about culture or ethnicity or race, that is also, there's another group of people we would say as diversity as well. For example, one is disability. So you all know that disability, it is a conditions that limits a person's ability or skills to perform something, right? So it could be physical, mental, psychological, developmental, right? Different type of disability. Different cultures defines and different views about disability as well. Yeah. And we definitely support inclusion by focus on the person's ability, not their limitation. That is what we have mentioned in the previous units, how we support people with disability. And when we talk about diversity, it's also including cultural norms and also cultural value. I listed some of the key points about norms and value. So cultural norms are the behavior patterns that are accepted as normal within some cultural groups, right? In some of the culture or religions, let's say abortion is totally not acceptable, but in some other culture or in religions, they are normal, right? So it depends for the cultural behaviors. And also people learn these behaviors growing up, right? According to like you're learning your own cultural background from your parents, from your grandparents, from your friends around you, right? So when you're growing up, you're knowing more about your own culture. And for cultural value, So they are probably learn early in life and also shape how people behave and interact. So in Australia, many professional standards that reflects the value inherited from European ethics, as we um, showing you guys in the video previously earlier. And also religions and belief, and also some of the custom and traditions. Let's we have a look at the religions first. So religions that we mentioned previously that is involved the organized systems of belief or values that share by groups, right? And spiritually focus more on personal peace, purpose, and connection with others. Um, I all believe you guys would have your own belief, right? You may have your religions, but also different culture. We do have our own customs and traditions, right? So custom is about agreed social rules or behaviors within a group. Traditions that is about a long-standing customs or belief passed down through different generation. Right? It's not new. Probably it's from many years ago. That is the common way we used to do. That could be about the traditions, right? And respecting others' customs and traditions help create a inclusive, safe workplace. That's why we keep reminding you guys, inclusive and also respect others' traditions and customs, right? And also when we talk about diversity, it's also including different genders, different gender relationship, and also sexuality. Yeah. So as we say, gender roles, male and female, right? Probably in some culture, they are more expecting male to do some certain task, female to do another task, right? Or any culture shapes men and women that interact in family, community, and workplace would be different. Yeah. And also here it's showing you what's the differences between sexual identity and also sexual orientation. So like I'm not sure if you guys may have friends or you may know anyone, they are lesbian and gays. I do have some friends, they are lesbian, right? So no problem at all. We treating everyone is the same. Also, they every year during Mardi Gras, I love them to send me a lot of really beautiful photos when they join Mardi Gras. Yeah, and even though we do need to respect our clients' different sexual orientation. I also remember, I'm not sure if I did share with you guys previously, I had one client, um, biologically, he is a man, but he preferred to be called she, all right? And she has a partner, so both of them are male, all right? And they would love they calling each other as husband and wife. Yeah, we're fully respecting them. Also, uh, his official name, and also she has I'm confused now. She has her preferred name. Even though his official name I'll just make up like John, right? But she preferred to be called Patricia, right? So she has a female's name. So we fully respecting that's his choices. That is what she wants, and we always follow. Yeah. So that is we respect our clients' sexual orientation as well. So here, like at the bottom of this slide, it's showing you could be different sexual orientation. It would be gay, lesbian, bisexuals, intersex, transgender, etc., etc. Right? Also, yeah, here this is the full definitions of we showing you the sexual identity and sexual orientation. And also, when we talk about diversity, it's including different age, including elderly people as well. So it is the generational diversity. So it means the people of different ages bringing unique attitude and value. I think you know we are all in different generation. Probably you guys can imagine into your grandparents' generation, the way they work in their workplace or their communication techniques will be probably totally different to us in our generation. Probably in your grandparents' generation, they more likes to posting letters for their daily communications, right? Or using phone call. But nowadays, for us in our generation, we're more using smartphone, text messages, emails, right? So that would be different generation. They work differently. So now in our generation, but we work in aged care, you do need to familiar with our elderly clients in their generation. What would be the really common way for them to talk, to work, and also what they like. So when we're supporting our clients, you do need to consider understanding their preferred way. For example, in the aged care facility, we don't really commonly using a lot of digital clock. You may see the clock on the wall. We're still using some traditional clock, right? That is to supporting our elderly client. They feel like this is their home. They're not living in a hotel. That is their home. They're still using some of the old furnitures. Yeah, so it makes them feel like that is more homely. They still have a lot of familiar items. Those items is what they used to use in their generations, right? That is also promoting the ways that they feel like that is homely, right? And also make sure when you're communicating with your clients, you may need to use the way they prefer to use. A lot of my clients, they still like me to print out all of those information in papers. They prefer to read it in papers rather than you give them an iPad for them to read through those information. That is probably they don't like it. And also, there's a lot of TV programs like they prefer to listen to their generation's music, right? When we're having some activities with them, you're not playing the music like Taylor Swift. Probably they don't like it, but we all, when we're doing activity, we play the music in their generations, right? That is how we can supporting the clients in their age in different diversity. Right, in also the other parts of this slide, you can see it's about kinship, family structure, and also relationship. Kinship, it means the social relationships surrounding the parenting, socialization, and sibling roles. I can tell you now is in the following parts, when we talk about regional culture, kinship is playing a key and essential part in Aboriginal culture. All right. When we talk about that part, I will show you a bit more details about how kinship, why kinship is really important, and help you to understanding what kinship means in Aboriginal culture. All right. Now, I would like to start doing the first activities with you guys. I'll probably show you. So the activity I would like to do with you guys is I'll probably put you guys two in a pair. I will try to break out the room, and I would like two of the students, each pair or each group, you need to look for one of the cultural background which is different to yours. If both of you are Asian culture, I would like you to look for other cultural background, for example, whatever cultural backgrounds you want to look for. But the key thing is to difference to both of you, okay? And when you try to start doing some research, I would like you to focus on research these particular cultures, customs, practices, religions, language, or any etiquettes, or any traditional celebration or festivals, particularly related to that cultural background. All right. Let me try to. You can take a screenshot of this and let me start breaking the rooms. Let me see. me 1 second.
Sorry,
Yes.
sorry, Tracy. Can I previous one? I haven't taken a screenshot. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, you have.
I haven't taken a screenshot. Can I see it one more time?
I'll show you again. Let me quickly break out the rooms first, so you guys can start working as a pair. Let me see. So I will break out. How many students do we have today in total? We do have 21. So let me see. I'll break out in 10 rooms. So 2 people, 20. Yeah, 2 people in one group. Create. And then open rooms. So I assign. I'll just randomly assign. All right. I'll put in Beniners and Covina in room 1. Okay. And room 2, it will be Christian and Dawn Bao in room 2. Room 3, I'll put Erlin and Steve in room 3. Room 4, I'll say Elsa and Lily in room 4. Room 5, I'll say Hadi and Felicia in room 5. Then room 6. Room 6, I have Yon and Reta in room 6. Room 7, I have Leo and Juni in room 7. Then who else? Room 8, I have Yuan and Ren. Okay.
Yes.
And,
Dương Bảo Linh.
room 9, I have Jennings and Vincent in room 9. Then room 10 will be Rizal and Sanya. Okay, so I now open all the rooms, so you guys can start talk to your partner in the group. You guys can decide which cultural background you would like to doing the research. And I am now sharing that screen with you guys again. So what we're going to focus on. Give me 1 second.
you Felicia?
Hi.
Yeah.
Miss Tracy reached group to discuss.
Are you Felicia?
I'm Dương Bảo Linh.
So you get room 5 with me?
Miss Tracy reached group to discuss.
Yeah, because Tracy make me with Felicia in room 5, but I just wondering,
What's
are you room 5
what's
also?
group from discuss? I don't know. I
Okay.
please group.
Pardon? Pardon? Can you repeat it? Come again? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Internet to cloud.
Huh? Hello? Can you respond?
Sure.
Okay. That's okay. Okay, we will start discussion. Yeah, Mr. Secret Group to discuss. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so that why we in this room we discuss about cultural background. Using chat box or mostly wait. That's okay. Whatever. soon. Only.
Cô yêu cầu thảo luận nhóm để
Yeah.
làm gì?
We will discuss what customer review. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so you in the street right now, so you didn't hear Miss Tracy explanation about our study today. So that's okay. We just discuss about uh, cultural background. We can share like maybe my background cultural or your background. Is that okay? Tuong Bao Ni. Yeah, your name is Tuong Bao Ni. Hey, oh my god. Hey, Tuong Bao Ni. So you cannot discuss with me today because you are in the street right now. Okay. Are you working today? Right now? So that why you cannot discuss. Okay, no bounding. So I'll let Miss Daisy know. Um, wait a minute. I just go back to my Zoom and talk to Miss Daisy. Okay, don't bounding. So I will leave this breakout room. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, thank you.
Recording
if your
in
partner
progress.
is not able to do it.
Yeah. So just by myself.
I can start putting you, but you probably will be. They have already started. I can putting you into other group. How about Elsa? Elsa, is Lily with you? If Lily is not there, I can put Hardy with you. Lily. Okay, I'll move you, Hardy, with Elsa's group in room 4, so you can start having the discussion with Elsa. Okay, that's why I keep reminding you guys you need to be in the class. Move to room 4.
Oh, good. Thank you, Daisy. So, how long we should
I'm
discuss?
supposed to let you guys to discuss up to 1 o'clock, but you guys can, do as much as you can. Yeah, or I'll probably extend it for another 5 more minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you quickly discuss with Elsa. So you are already in the room. Hardy?
Oh, good. Okay, thank you.